subclass. The next module for Excel is user forms, which like macros kind of add a lot to user interface and just increase the capabilities of Excel a lot and just make it more organized and professional. It's still in the VBA world, so still in the developer tab. Okay. Basically, it's a form that pops up, prompts the user for information, and executes an action. Okay, and like I said, I can make the spreadsheet more professional. And also, like, it kind of forces the user to enter data in a certain place. A lot of times, when you just leave it up to the spreadsheet, they can mess things up. So it kind of simplifies that action. Okay, so if we go into VBA, we click the Visual Basic. Okay, this is one I already have made up awkward. Okay, and so I already created one here. I'm gonna create another one. So I'm gonna say insert user form. Okay. If the properties isn't up, right click and say properties. This is where you do all your edits. Okay. I'm gonna name this title form. I already have one. Okay. But you just name it title form. Okay. And the caption here, make that title form. Computers are slow. Software. Right. Title form. Okay, and that changed there. So this is like what you would use in your VBA code, which you'll see as you go along and use this more. This is the actual caption that is seen, and that's kind of the theme for all of the controls that you add. Okay, we're going to add 3 buttons. It's the simplest type of user form. Okay, so I go over to here, click Command button. Once again, these are all the options, and the thing we have you work through that's on a web page kind of forces you to use all these, and it walks you through step by step. I'll also give you some help with that, but click Command button. Okay, draw it. Okay, and then it creates it. And then now we have, if you click it, here's the properties for it. Okay, so we're going to name it title button 1. Okay, and then we're going to go caption title. Okay, so once again, this is what's used in code. Okay, whoops. This name is what's used in code, and this is what's seen. The caption is what's seen. Okay, you can mess with some of this other stuff, but it's not needed for sure. Okay, I'm gonna add. Keeps getting brought up on the screen. Add another button. Okay, and this is gonna be. Whoops, use that later. Title absolute. Okay, and make this caption absolute referencing instead of relative. Okay, and then we're gonna make it a little bigger, and I'm also, you can change the size. Kind of want them matching, right? Okay, so make this a little small. There we go. You can also just copy and paste. Okay, and then we're gonna make this one close. Okay, button, and we're gonna call it. So we're gonna paste the caption to the same. Close. Okay. Make this one smaller. Okay. So, anyways, that's our title form. We're gonna save it. Okay. Make sure it's once again it's a macro enabled workbook. Okay. And then we need to change the code. So we want to attach, like we did with our other buttons, we want to attach macros to this, okay? And if you go back to module 1 here, double click it, it shows you the name of the ones we have. So title is the one that's absolute referencing, and then title reference is relative referencing, okay? So if we go back to title form 2 and double click one of them, it brings up the code, okay? And all you say for title button 1, there's the name, that's why we named it, okay? Call, and it's, to make sure we get the name right, okay, but it's call title reference, the name of the macro, okay? And then that's all you need to do for that. Double click this. Okay, call title. Here's the name. Yep. Okay, and that's the one that's absolute reference. And then go back to here, and all you need to say for this is unload me. Okay, and that just tells the program to leave. Okay, so now we have macros, basically lines of code attached to each of these buttons. And we close. Okay, so then the last thing is we got to be able to open this. Okay, so then you go back to your work. Okay, book, and then you say insert. We're going to add a button. Okay, that says button for click new. We want to change the coding for it. Okay, and then we're going to say title form 2, which is the name of our user form show. Okay, so when they click this button, it's going to bring up this user form that we've created. Okay, so then save it again just to make sure. Okay, and then now let's go back to our workbook. Okay, and then probably want to edit this a little bit, edit text. Okay, and say title user form. Okay. So then click here and then do absolute. You should automatically title this one. Okay, and then we want to hit close. And then let's say title down here. Okay, make sure it's selected because you're using relative, and then click that, and bam. Okay, so once again, user forms kind of make the user interface a little clearer, makes it more professional. And as you'll see in the thing that you work through next, the assignment you work through next with the online tutorial, that it allows for a lot of user input in different ways in a very organized, professional looking way. So awesome. Okay, thank you.